Hello everyone, how are you doing? My name is Erin. Welcome back to my channel, Energy with Erin, and I am a psychic and energy healer. And in today's video, we are going to be going over July's free group distant healing and psychic reading session. How are you guys doing with this energy? It is starting to build and build and build. I know for some people it's already starting to pop up left and right, so that's exciting, isn't it? But I know just from this session today, guys, a lot of you really need this right now. A lot of the messages that are going to come through today are very dense. The messages were very, they were not light and fluffy. They were very direct. I was actually a little concerned. I was like, because I do a lot of safeguards in place, like make sure it's for our highest good and like, nothing else can come in and mess with us. And like some of the messages, I was like, you guys are usually a little nicer than this. And they're just like, it needs to be said. So I'm like, okay. So just keep that in mind when the messages come through. It seems very dense, but also very hopeful. So I hope you guys are hanging in there. So let's just dive right in. So before I dive right into everything, I'm just going to say there were a lot of your lower chakras were out of whack. Actually, most of them. They were either low, underactive, or completely stopped. By the end of the session, everything was good. So yay. All right, so let's start off with the music. So for the music, I used, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So for those of you who are new here, hello. So in our healing sessions, I use a combination of many different things. I use healing, different energy healing modes. I'm a Reiki master teacher, so I use all the different Reiki symbols, sound healing, vibrational frequency healing, just all kinds of stuff. Prayer, if I didn't say that already. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little scatterbrained. Everything that just happened with this healing and reading was just like, it was a lot to take in. So my brain's a little like melted right now. So I'm really sorry if I'm not speaking as well as I usually do. So anyway, I just do a lot of different things throughout the session to help you guys out, just so you're aware. So starting off with the music that I used in today's session, it was 111 hertz, and the music was called Calm Your Mind. It was like a Zen thing. 111 hertz is really good for like a deep meditative flow state. It's really good for calming your inner self. It's really good for healing and stillness and peaceful restfulness, okay? If you guys want to know and learn more about the frequencies I use, you can go check out Inner Lotus Music on YouTube, and Pierre over there runs that channel. He's amazing. He's really good. So starting out with your aura, because that is the first thing I do. I unseal your aura, I check it out, see what's going on in there, feel around. Very interesting today, guys. It was hot. It was like hot to the touch, and the heat was rising, like very high. I sensed that a lot of you were in a lot of pain. A lot of emotional pain, almost like when an animal is wounded and they're just like screeching, or like when a mother loses her child and she's just has that animalistic scream and she's just sobbing. That's the energy I could feel from you guys. So my heart is with you. Hang in there. I know it's really rough right now, and it's only going to get a little bit rougher until we get into August. But you guys can handle this, okay? I know you can. And I know for a lot of people, the stuff has already happened. And for some people, it's happening like this coming week. And then for other people, it's going to be the next 2 weeks. I felt like a lot of you were crying out for help. And they are telling you that you need to pray. They're listening. Whoever you're praying to, whether it's your ancestors, your loved ones, your angels, your guides, God, whoever, your higher source, they are listening. Okay, if you are in pain and having trouble, you need to ask for their help and assistance, okay? And sometimes talking to them out loud can help as well. They said you absolutely can, and that was in capitals, do this by yourself, okay? And then I heard that you can be bad all by yourself. So it was almost like it's like the squeezing in the birth canal when the baby's about to come out. Like I'm sure the baby's like scared, like what the heck is going on? Everything's been cool and now I'm being squeezed out, and oh, this is very uncomfortable. You're very much in that moment where you're being squeezed out of the birth canal. There's a lot of pressure, but remember, what makes diamonds? A coal. A diamond was a coal that was put under extreme pressure and made it out on the other side. So if you are going through this pressure right now, just remember this is happening so that you can transform and elevate. Yeah, I heard big hits, and usually when I go over your guys' aura, I can feel holes or like anything weird in it. It was very different. So I felt like for a lot of you, it's going to be different for a lot of people, but I just heard big hits. And for me, it was like a comet went through your aura field, like just big holes, and you're hurting. You're just like, holy shit, I just got blindsided by this huge fucking thing. And like your head is spinning and you can't, you're just like, what the frickety frick. Like that's the feeling I got. So this is telling me that you really need to be protecting your energy as a whole, like your chakra system, but also your energy system, like your auric field. Usually they tell me like, oh, do this, and do that. They didn't tell me anything. They just said you need to protect it. And whatever you need to do, I would be taking very big, like, extremes at this time, especially if you feel like you just got blindsided by something. Do your research. Just do what resonates with you because it's going to be different for every person. Yeah, so when I was going over your guys' chakras to see how they were doing, the pendulum was like stuck. And when that happens, it's just like it's sitting still and it's vibrating. And that just is telling me like this stuck energy is in your auric field, it's in your energy field, and you have to move it. You have to move the energy because if it stays stuck for too long, you'll start getting physically sick. It was almost like sludge. Like this energy is just sludge and you really need to go take a bath. Like just like we bathe ourselves often physically, you really do need to be bathing yourself energetically as well. And this was telling me the sludge, it's definitely EMF related for sure. And they were just saying to ground and hydrate and then pick whatever thing that you want to do and just do that as your energetic protective shield. Okay, so that was your aura. Moving on, we're going to start with the Earth Star Chakra. The Earth Star Chakra is located 12 to 18 inches below our feet, and it is like the anchor point to Mother Earth for us. And this chakra was a little low. The energy was moving a little bit, but not as much as we'd like to see it, right? So the crystal, let's go over the crystal first. The crystal that I always use for the Earth Star Chakra is lodestone, okay? It's very iron dense. It is actually naturally magnetic. I said it last time. I was like, if I have a paper clip, I'll show you. It will stick to it. I don't have paper clips right now. So the lodestone is the ultimate anchor point into Mother Earth. It's iron, it's magnetic. I already said that. It attracts luck and manifestation. So this is really, really good if you're trying to ground. Whenever, like, I started doing, like, meetings with people and stuff, I would always put this and, like, put my feet on it. And it works very well. It's really good for healing. So if you need some, get some lodestone. It's not a pretty stone, but it doesn't have to be pretty to work. So the messages from your Earth Star Chakra. There is a big need to ground more, especially right now. They said congrats and good job to those who have been grounding and doing the work, but there is way more needed. So it's kind of like, yeah, good job. Keep freaking going. You still have like 10 miles to go in the race. Like that was kind of like the vibe they were giving me when they told me that. So more grounding is needed from everyone at this time. You must ground yourself for the quote unquote storm that is coming, and this storm is going to be both in your personal life, and I know some of you have been already feeling it, but also in our societal, like, bigger picture lives. Some of you are already experiencing this. Buckle in. It's gonna be a doozy. Don't get whiplash on the roller coaster that is about to happen. On the roller coaster ride, make sure you are as prepared as you can be. And in this sense that they were talking about is mostly emotionally or psychologically. Do not cling. Do not be afraid to let go. Okay? It's happening for you. Your best and highest good. Okay? Your spirit team is what I call them, know what best for you, okay? You think you know what's best for you, but they're like, we know what's best for you right now, not your fragile human ego that can't make up its mind. And like I said earlier, like, they were very direct with the messages today. Usually they're not, like, talking like that to me. So just take it in stride. Do not get offended by what they say. They're trying to give you the best advice right now, and they need to say it in that way so that it hits home to you and you're like, oh, hey, and it's like, if you're getting offended, then it applies to you, because you wouldn't be offended if it didn't apply to you. So they know what's best for you, not your fragile human ego that can't make up its mind. And then they said for advice to help balance this chakra, they just said sun, water, and play in all caps. So whatever sounds best to you, as long as it involves sun, water, or play, or all three of those things, good. Good job. I think that's great. So that was your Earth Star chakra. It did not need any bolstering halfway through. Halfway through the session, I checked the chakras, see if they need more crystals. And then I checked them again at the end to make sure they're good. And it didn't need any extra crystals, and you were good with that chakra by the end of the session. Moving on up to our root chakra. Our root chakra is at the base of our spine. It's in our perineum, basically between your butthole and your private part. And interesting fact, do you know that the very first cells that are formed in your body is your butthole? Interesting, because that's our root chakra. Like, that's our base of our energy system. That's in our body. Because remember, the Earth Star chakra is not in our body. It's outside of our body. So your root chakra was under. So I used garnet to start off with. We love garnet here. We talked about garnet recently. Oh my goodness. Garnet's really good for womanly problems. It is very much like when I start the session, I just say out loud, I'm like, hey, any stones that want to come out and help with the session, like, please make yourself known. So I'll either, like, my eyes will be directed to where the crystal is on the shelf, or I'll hear, the name of the crystal. So when I heard this, it was just like blood red, passion, like ruby color, but not ruby, because I do have ruby too. And I was like, oh, that's garnet. That's who's talking right now. So garnet is the stone of passion. It's very good for blood issues. It's good for womanly issues, sexual, passionate issues. This is really good for, like, revitalizing your life force energy, which I really feel like a lot of us are low on that right now, and we need that boost, right? So do we have to add anything to that? No. This was actually, yes, I did. I had to add smoky quartz to this halfway through the session. So here we go. Here's some smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is really good for getting the EMF smog out of your energy field. It's really good for getting rid of negativity. It's really good for dealing with pain, physical pain as well. It's a really, really good grounding stone. It's just a really good, like, it's almost like a vacuum cleaner. Like, it just sucks all the bad out, and, like, it's just really good. I just really like it. It transmits negative energy really well. So I had to add the smoky quartz halfway through the session, and then after that, we were good to go. We were totally fine. All right, so the messages from your root chakra, because it was stopped, they said something hit you rock hard, and it's okay to stay down a while you recover. So whatever this, like, comet blast that came in and, like, totally fricked your world up and turned it upside down, it just happened, and it's really big, and, like, you're not gonna be able to just get back up and brush yourself off. You kind of need to, like, kind of like when a bird hits the window and it just kind of, like, lays there for 20 minutes before it flies off. Like, you're in that state right now. You're just, like, you're kind of in shock, and you're just like, okay, I need to process what happened before I can get up and move on. They said there's no shame in this. There's no shame to stay down after you got knocked down for a little bit. They said you have to heal from the blow that you've been dealt. It's okay to fall down as long as you get back up again. Okay, they don't want you to have this victim mentality of, like, why me attitude, like, and they literally were, like, making that whiny, annoying voice when they said this to me. They said, cut the bullshit, cut the freaking bullshit. You're an adult. Why not you? Why me? Why not you? It's going to help you in the end. I know you don't want to go through it, but we have to go through shit to get the prize at the end, right? They said, you're not special. And please don't take that in the wrong way. Okay, they're just, like, bad things happen to good people all the time. Stop clutching your pearls and be like, oh my God, nothing terrible can ever happen to me. Like, and like, this is coming from them. This is not coming from me. Like, this is the stuff that they were giving me. They said you need to learn, underlined, from what you are going through, okay? You need to pivot and make the necessary steps and actions, okay? And your life will benefit from that, okay, in the long run. So, like I said earlier in the beginning of the reading, they're being very direct right now because there's a lot of emotions going on with the energy. We're in Cancer season, very emotional stuff happening right now. So that's why they're cutting to the chase and being very direct with you guys tonight, or for the month, because this is for the month, right? They said you will be happier in the end, okay? So don't worry, okay? Find your happiness and your spark again because it's gone. Okay, but if you're in that state where you're just like on the ground, like, oh my God, I can't get over this. Like, obviously you're not going to be finding your spark in that dark time, right? It's going to be coming in a little bit. Your light and your spark is not gone. It's just dormant right now. It's going to come back. So don't worry about that. You will see brighter days and you will be happy. You haven't been buried. You've been planted. Okay. And when we're planted, what does that mean? And they said, welcome to the next phase of your spiritual awakening journey. Fun, fun, fun. And you're just like, what the hell? But it's a good thing. It really is a good thing. You know what you need to do. Now do it. No more time to waste. No more pussyfooting around. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps and get to work. In all caps. And then I heard the song like, you better work, bitch. So get to work, you guys. You can do it. They have faith in you, but cut the bullshit. Cut the bullshit. Be honest with yourself. You will get there faster, okay? Next, we're moving on up to our sacral chakra. That is our, our sexual center, our creative center, our pleasure center. Your sacral chakra was completely stopped. There were a few chakras that were completely stopped. So it was blocked. And I could feel it. I mean, I feel it in my own body, but I could feel it when I was doing the healing for you guys. And what we decided to use for that was orange calcite. I love orange calcite. Oh my God, this isn't even orange calcite. This is orange selenite. Oh my goodness, I'm so silly. Anyway, it's fine. It doesn't matter because it's a really good stone. They're very similar. The orange selenite it has a selenite. So selenite's a very cleansing. It completely cleanses and charges your system. And because it's orange, it relates perfectly to your sacral chakra. Okay, and then halfway through the session, it was still not doing great, so I added some peach moonstone. Let's see if we can get a flash on here. Oh yeah, there we go. Did you see that flash? Pretty. Very pretty. Peach moonstone is really, really good for women and your sacral chakra. It's very good for intuition, creativity, kind of like digging in really, really deep and finding what it is, your creativity that's like really going to make you happy and like bringing that forth out into the light and channeling your intuition into creative pursuits. Really, really good for that. Okay, so the chakra was totally fine by the end, okay? So that peach moonstone with the orange selenite really did help. So your messages from the sacral, they said love is dead, okay? You just encountered a betrayal of some kind, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like your love life. It's just with your heart, right? Not your heart, but whoever you really, really love, like really deeply, someone like you were really, really tied to, like you felt like you had a soul tie to this person possibly. It might have been a trauma bond though. Betrayal of some kind, love life. Your love life is not what you imagined it to be at all because of what just happened, right? Like there's something that just came and shook things up. Your creativity was sucked out of you. It's stuck, it's blocked, it's stagnant in your body. You need to let the water flow because it's your water chakra, right? The sacral chakra. And when they said you need to let the water flow through your chakra to get it unblocked, they meant you need to do some sort of cleansing ritual with water. This is going to help you heal. They did not give me any more information on what this ritual entails. So to me, that means it's something that you're either going to know like maybe you have a ritual already in mind when I say this, or maybe you need to do some research and dive into it, but do it because it's really going to help, because that was like one of the more stuck chakras that we went through, and it really needs that cleansing, like that clearing out. They said a spa day with water could help. Definitely do prayer and intent. That is going to really help too. That you really need to flush your sacral chakra. They said wash away your sins, but they didn't mean it in like the literal sense. It was just like, wash away your problems kind of a thing. They said have more fun, more play in and out of the bedroom, whether that's solo or with your partner. Because obviously if you guys just got, broken up with, or you're going through something, you're not going to be playing with that partner, right? You're going to be with yourself. They said try new things to get out of your funk, okay? You might find something that surprises you, okay? It's gonna help get you out of that depression that you're in with this. Take it easy. Don't be too hard on yourself, okay? As far as your blocks go, they mean something. Whatever the block is, it is trying to point you to something that you need to put your attention on moving forward. They want you to go within for the answers and the solutions and implement them, but do it slowly. This is going to take time. It is going to take time, and they underline that. So just take the advice and just run with it, but at your own pace. So the sacral chakra is usually blocked by guilt or vulnerability, unresolved emotional trauma or repression. You could have rigid routines around sex and creativity. So I feel like that's sort of what is the theme of what you're going through right now. So if that's one of those things, like, good, okay, now you can name what it is. Now you can move forward and deal with it. And they said, the last thing they said, they're like, water everywhere, not a drop to spare. The answer is there, you're just not utilizing it to your advantage. Okay. The answers are everywhere. You're just not tuning in and grabbing it and then doing what you need to do. But it's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. It happens to everyone. It's okay. Be gentle on yourself at this time. So at the end, your sacral was all set. Even though it is blocked, that you guys still need to do some personal work, but I was able to help kind of get the energy moving for you. All right, moving on up to our solar plexus, which is right here. This is all about our confidence and our self-esteem. It's like our sunshine. And how did your solar plexus do? It was a little under. Not gonna lie. And we ended up using Golden Healer Quartz. He wanted to come out. He always wants to come out for you guys. This is a really great stone. Golden Healer Quartz is a very, very powerful healing stone. It boosts your personal power. It helps your body and your spirit recover, which I feel like a lot of you are needing that right now. And it also brings peace. And halfway through the session, the chakra wasn't moving as well as I wanted it to. So I added some Bumblebee Jasper. Ooh, it's very bright. Very, very, it reminds me of the sun for some reason. But Bumblebee Jasper is all about manifestation, joy, and transformation. It inspires you to do the impossible. It boosts your confidence and creativity, and it energizes you and conquers your self-doubt, which we need right now. And just so you aware, just a physical warning for Bumblebee Jasper, it does have arsenic and sulfur in it. If it is a tumbled stone, you should be just fine. But if you have any cracks, like I have a little crack right there, if I were to touch that with my hand and then start touching orifices in my body and stuff, I could get sick. So just be aware, after handling Bumblebee Jasper, just wash your hands. And also, if you have a raw piece, oh my God, please wear gloves or something. You're not going to die, but you could get a little ill. You could get a little sicky. Just a warning. And then after the end, your solar plexus was all good when we were done. So the messages for your solar plexus. You may have the spark to ignite, but not the fuse. You are already halfway there. Once again, this is not from me, this is from them. They said, don't puss out now. They said, direct this, okay? Worry not of others. You need to have a singular focus on you and your pursuits at this time. You are carrying a lot on your plate right now, but you're doing it very well. You're doing it gracefully. externally, okay, you're making it look so easy on the outside, but inside you literally feel like a dumpster fire. But they want you to take that fire that you feel like is burning you up and like take control of it and harness it and like make it your bitch kind of, and like make it work for you. Um, Change the mindset of it by making it fun again. I feel like you guys have lost the fun in whatever it is we're talking about here. You're gonna know what it is. You need to find the fun again. You need to reframe it. So like instead of looking at like, oh, look at these mountain of problems I have right now. Like I don't want to deal with this. This is like stupid. You kind of need to look at it as like, look at all the hurdles and this mountain of problems as like, no, I get to overcome these hurdles and problems by using my skills and learning and my learning experience, and like it does become a learning experience for you, and then like now you know how to solve that problem easier or better or more efficient next time, right? Or you fix the problem and then you won't have that problem next time. So they said just embrace it, let go of the old narratives in your head that are stuck in your head. It doesn't have to be all doom and gloom, but it starts with your head and how you think. Change your mind, you change your life. You change your life, you can change the world because you're changing your actions and how you interact with other people. And when you change the world, your light, when you change yourself and then you change the world, that is you turning on your light and spreading your light, which is really beautiful to see. So I really like that message. Like you have to change the way you're looking at things, okay? So after, like I said, after all that was said and done, your solar plexus is good. Next, we're moving on up to your heart chakra, and pink amethyst was like, that was when I asked who wants to come out and play, pink amethyst was like me right here. And I was like, cool, awesome. I like pink amethyst. It's gorgeous. I have a gorgeous piece. It is a natural geode of pink amethyst. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's one of my more expensive pieces. Gorgeous. Look at that geode. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Pink amethyst. So pretty. So pretty. So pink amethyst is all about enlightenment, healing, self-love, and having that spiritual connection. It's a very calming, very compassionate energy. It soothes past trauma, it relieves anxiety, and it opens you up to giving and receiving love. Okay, so your heart chakra was another chakra that was stopped. But the pink amethyst did its job. We didn't have to add any extra crystals, and it was all good by the end. So your your heart chakra messages. I heard the Bon Jovi song "It's My Life," and the lyrics that I heard really loud and clear was the beginning of the song where they're like, "This ain't a song for the broken hearted." So yeah, it's, I don't know exactly what that means. I feel like some of you are going to be like, oh my God, I know exactly what that means to me. For me, I'm just like, I feel like it has different messages for different people. So I don't necessarily want to like tell you what the message is because it's personal. So the next thing they said was it's a time of heartbreak, okay? Heartbreak with your children, heartbreak with your parents, heartbreak with friends, with loved ones. Maybe you're moving and you're sad or your job is changing. They want to let you know that it's okay. All right. We all have seasons. Okay. Go through it. Have faith. Ask for help. Underlined like 3 times. Ask for help, both in the physical and the spiritual. Okay. And, oh, yeah, they said ask for help. God damn it. Because a lot of you are just sucking it up and you can't do that at this time. It's going to be too hard. You need to ask for help. Ask for help, goddammit, and heal at your own pace. Once again, the message is coming through to go at your own pace and go slow in your healing. For some of you, this is going to take a long time, and that's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. They said you need to honor your feelings. Don't just push through it. It's going to cause you to quote unquote break down. They don't necessarily mean you're going to have a mental breakdown, but like something's going to happen. Like you're just going to snap and like you're just going to like fall to your knees and be like, I can't do this. It's like you need to ask for the help before you fall to your knees. Like they don't want you to get to that point. I see that you will be okay and you will be happy and you will move on. but it's going to take time and like move on, like whatever. Like, so for some people, it's like, oh, my child died. How can you just tell me to freaking move on from that? That's why I'm like, move on. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean like get over it. It just means you have to move on with your life and like live your life. You can't stop just because something happened, right? Like, you're still here. You are still here. Your story is still continuing. It's okay to take a pause, but you can't just stop everything, right? Be gentle, be patient with yourself, cry it out, pray, journal, lean on people's shoulders, ask for support and help. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Do not hide away. Do not hide away from your feelings. Do not hide yourself away from other people. Okay? It's going to make it worse. And then you're going to get stuck in that feedback loop, and it's going to be so much harder to dig yourself out. And if you don't have a really good support team, it's going to be nearly impossible to get you out of that hole. Okay? So please heed the advice. They said push through, be brave, we've got you, okay? So my heart goes out to you guys. It's going to be all right, okay? It's going to be okay. Just maybe not for a little while. Next, we are moving on to your throat chakra, which is all about your communication. And we're in Mercury retrograde right now, so of course communication's messed up. On like all levels. So your throat chakra was also stopped as well. I'm not surprised to hear that with all the energy happening at this time. And the stone that wanted to come out and play was lapis lazuli, or lapis lazuli. Love lapis. It is known as the stone of wisdom. It was a very revered stone in ancient Egypt. Queen Cleopatra, actually, the Egyptians would grind up lapis and turn it into powder and use it as makeup and eyeshadow and stuff. So that's where like the blue eyeshadow came from. But it's very toxic for your skin. Please don't do that. It made them very sick. They didn't know that though. So lapis lazuli is all about wisdom, inner truth, spiritual enlightenment. It encourages honest communication with yourself and with others. It's all about self-awareness. It helps you release your stress, especially stress related to communication. And this is giving me like ascended master vibe, spiritually speaking. Like if I were to think of someone who embodies the energy of lapis lazuli, it's someone who's very calm, patient, and wise and measured with their speech, doesn't rush their speech, and like whatever they say is very important. Like, they don't speak often, but when they do, it's stuff people need to hear. So halfway through the session, your chakra was good. It was good by the end. So messages from your throat chakra. I'm getting restricted communication vibes from you guys. I was seeing barbed wire wrapped around your neck. You're being told to shut the fuck up at this time. And you're just like, I hate you. I'm not going to shut up. They said, don't shove it down. Get it out somehow. For some of you, this is going to be very bold. Like, you're going to be brash about it. Which makes sense with the energy going on right now. Not just Mercury retrograde, but other stuff that's happening. And it's okay to be assertive. There's totally nothing wrong with it. I don't want you to be a pushover and shut up if you're used to shutting up. But I also don't want you to be a hothead and explode either. Like, we have to find some sort of balance, and right now is not a time of balance. So that's why it's like, oh, it's like, should you speak, should you not speak? Like, I want you to speak, but also it could get you in trouble. Like, so it's like, you really just need to measure your situation and just make a wise decision on how you want to go forward with how you want to communicate. You can be assertive, but be aware it will not be without consequences. Okay? You can go ahead and have your blow up, but there's going to be a consequence from it down the road, and it's going to be like within the next 3 to 6 weeks. Like, it's going to come quick. It's going to be like a boomerang effect, like, meh, and then someone's like, oh yeah, meh, and then it's like, oh shit, I just fucked myself over. Like, they want you to be smart about it, okay? Don't shut up or go along to get along. Again, be smart, be tactical in your speech. It may be better for some circumstances to hold off until after the Mercury retrograde. So like August would be a better time for that, for clear communication. But whatever happens, and it was meant to come out, and you will deal with the consequences, just as the other person will have to deal with their reckoning, okay? Because if someone's coming at you too, they're going to have to deal with that too somewhere down the road. And that will be happening between August, September, and October. So remember, just be aware. It's almost like walking a tightrope. It's just like one false move and you're going to fall off. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting. They said keep clearing your throat out, okay? Drink hot tea, like whatever you have to do. Like if you're like, do what you need to do to get it out. Keep lines of communication open. Try to be as gentle as you can in your communication. Try not to be rude. But if it slips, it means you've been biting your tongue or holding it in. So you need to learn how to control your voice, learn how to get it out in a productive manner. They said learn to control your voice, like when to push, when to pull, when to go, when to stop. You can do this. It's a learning process. It's a learning curve, and it's okay. But it's going to lead to a big breakthrough by the end of the fall if you keep up with it. So they said keep going, keep it up, do the work, and you will be rewarded and recognized for it. So very interesting. I like to hear that. All right, let's see. Next, we are moving up to our third eye chakra, which is all about our intuition, being able to see through illusions, stuff like that. So this chakra was underactive, and Charoite wanted to come out. Charoite's very interesting. To me, this is almost like amethyst, but like on steroids in a different way. So Charoite has a couple different things. It has black in it. I can't for the life of me remember what the black is in it, but there's also quartz in it as well. So it has a couple different things. It's a lot like lapis. There's a couple different minerals in it, and when there's a couple different minerals in one crystal, it actually makes the crystal more powerful. So Charoite is a little bit more rare of a stone. I really love this for intuition. I really, really do. Because whatever the black is in it, I'm so sorry, I can't remember what it is at this moment, but the black is very grounding. So it's like, yes, it opens up your third eye, but it grounds you to reality, okay? So this was good. Halfway through the session, it didn't need any more, and it was good at the end of the session. So your messages for the third eye: truth and lies are falling away at this time, not just in your personal life, but on a societal level, especially with the MK Ultra hearings coming out and all that stuff. There's the Fauci files are now out. I mean, a lot of us already knew about that, but the normies who don't know about that are learning about it, or hopefully they are. Stuff like that. I mean, and then people keep talking about the aliens and are they demons? Are they this? And everyone's talking about CERN. So a lot of truth is coming out, but there's a lot of illusion with the truth as well. So you need to start seeing the truth for what it is at this time. It's going to be very painful for some of you, okay? But it's also going to be freeing and liberating for other people. I know for me, I found out some truth recently, and I kind of knew, but kind of just ignored it. It was just like, whatever, it's not really affecting me. And then I heard some stuff, and I was just like, oh, okay, that's how it is. All right, shut that down. All right, let's make plans, and let's set that in motion. All right, thank you for showing me who you really are. I give you the benefit of the doubt. That's on me. So now I'm going to act accordingly now. And by acting accordingly, that is me removing you from, not my life, but just like, like you don't get access to me anymore. Sorry. So I reward disloyalty with distance. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe that's going on right now for some of you. So that's what I mean by like it's freeing and liberating. It's like you're not even mad. You're just done. And some people just need that sever, right? You need that severing to be like, oh, okay. All right, moving on then. And they're like, what? And it's just like, yeah. That's definitely the vibe I'm getting. They said, just let it fall away. The wool has been pulled off of your eyes. Don't disservice yourself by desperately trying to pull it back over and ignore it. I know some of you are going to be doing that. Some of you it's going to be your personal life, but I feel like a lot of it's going to be societal, because there's still some stuff that's going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks, and it's really going to rock a lot of people, even people who think they know what's going on. It's really going to rock them, and you're going to be like, I didn't see that. No, I don't know. I don't want to see it anymore. I want to be ignorant again. And it's like you can't go back. You can't go backwards. You have to go forward. So please don't do yourself the disservice of being like, no, I'm blind. I don't want to see anymore. You're seeing for a reason. It's okay. They said face it, okay? Face to face in all its ugliness. They really do. And they said that. You need You need to see it for what it is. You need to look it in the face. Up close, front and center. Okay? Take a good, hard, long look at it and yourself. It's going to be very sobering for a lot of people. I had something kind of happen to me recently, and it was like, oh, fuck, I knew better, and I did it anyway, and now I'm dealing with it, but you know what, I have no one to blame but myself. So they said literally, get your shit together. Oh yeah, get your shit together. So that quote is from the show BoJack Horseman. It's like half animal, like half of the people in the show are animals and half of them are humans, but the animals are like, they look like people, but they're animals. So they're anthropomorphic. So Princess Carolyn is one of the characters, and she's a pink cat. And one of her things is like, she's a boss babe. Like, she gets her shit done, but she was losing it at one point. I think she'd be like, started drinking and spiraling out of control. And she just looked at herself one day when she sobered up, and she looked at herself in the mirror and she's like, you need to get your shit together. And so that's very much the vibe right now. Like, get your shit together. Like, look at yourself and tell yourself that. So once this block is worked through, there's going to be a blast of energy, just like, it's like, you went through the block. Okay, here we go. The floodgates are open. Your third eye, there's going to be like a level unlocked. There's going to be an upgrade, but this is going to occur after the eclipse. Okay. But you will start seeing symptoms now. I'm already seeing some symptoms now in myself, like ascension symptoms, but the upgrade isn't going to be in our body until, like I said, after the eclipse, which is, don't quote me, like August, September. We'll get into that next month. So face the truth head on. Face the truth head on is the message for your third eye, okay? Moving on up to our crown chakra right here at the top of our head. When your crown chakra is open, you are connected to source and your ancestors and your guides and your loved ones on the other side. You can get messages coming through and stuff like that. This chakra was also underactive as well. And we used apophyllite and stilbite. I have a piece that has both in it. Very, very, very high vibe stone. And with the stilbite in it, it definitely helps to round out the intensity of the high vibes of this, because a stilbite is more of a heart-centered stone. So anyway, we're talking about the apophyllite, which is all the white in this. Apophyllite is the bridge. It's the bridge between the physical realms and the spiritual realms, which is kind of like your crown chakra, right? Like the spiritual realm and then the physical realm, your body. It unlocks your intuition. It calms your anxiety. It expands your consciousness. It helps you connect with your spiritual guides, and it clears away any negative mental clutter. And I feel like a lot of us right now have a lot of mental clutter in this area of our energy field. And then the stilbite is kind of like a light pinkish color. You can see that there a little bit. This one right there, this one right there. This is all about, stilbite's a very compassionate stone. It's about deep inner peace, emotional healing, spiritual awakening, and self-acceptance. So very, very good stone. And this stone's like, I want to come out to play. And I had a smaller piece, and they're like, no, we need the big piece today. You need the one with the stilbite. I was like, okay, thank you. So you were good halfway through, didn't need any extra crystals, and we were good by the end. So your crown chakra messages, okay, stay connected. Find the thing that works for you and stick to it. You will need this practice in the coming weeks and months to stabilize you spiritually. If nothing is coming to mind when I'm saying these sort of things, this is your time to experiment and experiment with connecting to your spirituality in different ways. They said, find your own flavor, like make it your own. And I heard BK, have it your way. Okay. Get fun, get creative with it. Or like try some new techniques. You're going to get some surprising results, like mashing some stuff together. Like, ooh, and it's okay if you just want to pick and choose a little bit from one technique and another technique. That's what I do with my energy healing. I have all kinds of different backgrounds and like classes that I've gone through. And over time, as I've developed my own sense of self in this healing space, I'm like, oh no, I'm going to take that from this and that from this and then you make it your own, and then it's unique, and it's just amazing, and it's really cool. So that's what they want you to do. They want you to come from a space of love when you're connecting with other people, okay? Because, with the communication, it's going to be very hard. People are going to be very feisty. They want to be assholes to each other. No one wants to forgive right now. Everyone wants freaking revenge. So it's very important to be loving and kind in your interactions with yourself and with others. Being kind is free, and it's needed at this time. We all need healing. Start by being the change you want to see in the world, and watch your light shine and spread. And I said that earlier in another message. They said like the pay it forward type of thing, and like the movie Pay It Forward, and the impact it had on the community around them once they started spreading that light. They want you to do stuff like that. Love each other in these upcoming events, whatever they are, because they're still not telling me what it is. Love each other in these upcoming events. Love and support each other, because all we have at the end of the day, if something happens and like our financial system collapse, or the society collapses, or there's war, you know, like any number of crazy things that could happen, at the end of the day, all we have is each other. Okay. You have each other, and sometimes that's enough. I really liked that. A lot of the messages that came through today, I was like, wow, really, really profound. All right, moving on to our soul star chakra. It is 12 inches above our head up here. Basically, just so you know, heaven is this far away. It's not far away at all. If you go like this, you can like literally like high five your spirit team and your ancestors. Be like, hey guys, I do that once in a while. It's really funny. So your soul star chakra is up there. It's basically just like your earth star chakra is like the ultimate anchoring point into earth. That is kind of like the ultimate point bringing you up to the higher realms, right? Your soul star chakra was underactive, and I always use Lemurian quartz. Lemurian quartz is really great. They have that, they have these lines on the side, and they're like, oh, the Lemurians, before their civilization, you know, went under, whatever, they encoded information in certain crystals, and those crystals have lines on the side. Apparently, if you run your thumb on these lines when you're meditating, you can actually like open up and download the files within the crystal. So it's very good, very high vibe stone. It's a quartz. So quartz is the master healer. It's good for anything. You can program it for anything. Honestly, your ultimate grounding stone, your ultimate stone for the upper chakras, I never have to add anything. These just always do the job. So your soul star chakra, your messages, you were fine by the end of it. Connect. They said connect, connect, connect. Okay. And then I heard the song by Stereo MCs. I think it came out in 92. The song Connected, and it was the chorus. So it was like, if you make sure you're connected, the writing's on the wall, but if your mind's neglected, stumble, you might fall. So if you are connected to source, and you are getting the messages, and you are actually doing what they're telling you to do and implementing the work, the writing is going to be on the wall. You're going to be able to see what's coming, and your discernment will be in place, and you will not be fooled by whatever's coming. Okay. But if your mind is neglected, if you're not taking care of yourself mentally, you will stumble and fall. You will fall for whatever bullshit is going to be happening in the next couple weeks. The higher realms and beings at this time. Okay, that's what they mean by connect. They also want you to connect to the higher realms and beings at this time. So the higher realms in the beings. So I'm so sorry. I'm trying to like get the message straight so it's like proper. They said at this time it could be a really good idea to look into shamanic journeying into the upper realms, because there's 3 different realms. There's the lower realm, the middle realm, and the upper realm. The upper realm is really safe. The lower realm is safe. The middle realm is kind of like, ooh, a little bit of good, a little bit of bad. So upper realms are really safe to go do. It's fine. I would definitely check a shamanic journey video about that out. I really think it would blow some of your people's minds with what you will see there, because there's all kinds of cool stuff there. So they want you to connect to this time because the beings, like, you know, your angels, your spirit guides, ancestors, they want to communicate with you, okay? So they said angels, archangels, ascended masters, aliens, good aliens, okay? Make sure you're doing protective work whenever you're talking to other things or channeling other things. Make sure it's for your highest good. If you think anything is evil or bad, you immediately cut off contact, okay? You cut that off immediately. You don't want that in your space, and you don't want to hear the messages they're giving you. And that's if they're bad, okay? So they want you to connect with the higher beings. Those are the higher beings they're speaking of. They're not necessarily talking about your spirit guides. They're talking about people who are higher in rank than them. You may be channeling at this time. You may be meditating and connecting with them. Remember to protect yourself beforehand. Write down the messages you're getting and share them with people. It's going to be very important to write them down and share them. Spread the light. This is how you spread the light. Get the info and advice from them and utilize it to your advantage, okay? That's what it's all about. You would not have those gifts, you would not be getting those messages if it wasn't for you to use, okay? And like I said at the very end, everything was totally fine. Everything was good with your chakras at the end, okay? So, yay, good healing. Really good healing session. Holy crap. I even knew before I did this tonight, I'm like, this is going to be a big one. It's going to be very interesting. And even the reading goes along with it too. We're about to get into that. Really good stuff, you guys. Really good. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. Moving on to the reading. Starting out with your tarot card, and we're going to use the mermaid deck because we only have a couple more months of summer. We have the Knight of Spears. In this deck, the spears is representative of the swords. So when we're looking at the tarot, the knights are the doers in the zodiac in the court cards. This is all about young adulthood. This could represent, I think this is more of an energy personally, but sometimes the court cards can represent people. If it's a person, it's going to be a young man, like a young adult man in like his early 20s or something. This is all about momentum, practical application of the knights are the practical applications of their suit. And this suit is the suit of air. Okay, the air is, so the swords is air, which is all about your mind, your intellect, your communication. But remember, the spears or the swords in the traditional tarot, it's a double-edged sword, okay? Swords can be used for good, but swords can also be used for bad. So with this double-edged sword in the air context, this is talking about clarity or truth, cutting through with clarity and truth. But on the bad side, it could mean that you're creating conflict or stress or psychological pain for other people. So the positive energy of knights is they're very energetic, they're very adventurous, they're headstrong and determined. The negative qualities of the knights is they can be very impulsive and they can burn out. So in the traditional Knight of Spears or Knight of Swords card, this is like the knight card where like he is going full blast. Even the horse that he's riding is looking at him like, you're crazy, dude. Like, you're making me go like run like this. Like, oh my God. So, yeah, that's very much the energy, which is good and bad, right? Like, you have the energy to break through the barriers that have been holding you back, right? But you have to watch yourself, right? Especially with, this is the fire horse here, and the knights are all on horses in the tarot. The fire horse here, it's very much like that, because fire horse here is like, yeah, you're going to get a lot of shit done and things are going to be moving fast. But if you're going too fast, you're stumble and fall, like that message we got earlier. So you just have to be very careful. And that's why we're talking about balance and measuring and making sure you know when to go, when to stop, when it's too much, when it's not enough. So this card is all about drive, speed, ambition. It's about being assertive, being direct. You could be impatient at this time. You could be very intellectual because that's what the spears or the swords are all about. You could be very daring and focused at this time, but you could also be being a perfectionist, like you're too much in your mind. So there's big changes and opportunities coming forward, but you just need to watch yourself and how you handle that. So charge forth, okay? Charge forth, but just be aware. There's positives and negatives to that. So if this is happening in your love life, this could be talking about fears of intimacy. You could have like an easily bored partner that's like, I can't sit still, I need to go, 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 and it's causing issues. It could be you're making a decisive action in your love life right now. Maybe you're saying you've had enough. Maybe you're saying like you deserve more. Maybe you're saying you're not really the right partner for me, like something like that. If this is happening in your career, this could be you making really big career moves at this time. You're getting a lot of shit done. You're focusing on your career. You're very efficient. And you're making huge moves on the chessboard, which if you are, congrats, because I am too. And it's very liberating and freeing. And it's not even scary or, anything anymore. I'm just like, no, we're going to freaking do this, okay? If this is happening in your money, this is talking all about focusing on financial goals and taking actions on those goals. So, your affirmation for this tarot card is, I am not afraid of confrontation when needed, which is very much the energy we were just talking about. Like, people are going to want to spout off and say stuff, but remember, you have to find that balance. You got to be careful, okay? You don't want to go all in and then kind of like end up shooting yourself in the foot, because that's not fun. Next, we have the Threads of Fate Oracle, and we got Get Creative, and I feel like we keep pulling this card, so like our sacral chakra needs work, you guys. We got to start getting more creative here. Get creative. To be human is to be creative, but it's easy to lose sight of this. From a young age, we absorb cultural stigma around arts and creativity, that it's impractical and should take a backseat to more lucrative pursuits. But the truth is, creativity brings flow into our life. It finds openings, and without a creative practice, we can easily find ourselves stuck and uninspired. There are so many ways to be creative. You may be called to rearrange your living space, write, take pictures, anything creative at this time, and all those things are really good for you. Creativity is a way of life, not an activity. This card is asking you to look around and see what things inspire you. What do you feel called to create or transform? Think outside the box. And I want you guys to know, make sure that you know the difference between taking inspiration from someone and copying someone, because that came up recently for me. And it was like, it's okay to take things from people, like, oh, I like how that person's doing this in their business, or I like how that person talks, or I like how that person like networks, or like whatever it is. It's okay to emulate them and take it, but you have to make it your own. Okay, because then you're just copying, and then they're like, oh, well, isn't that the highest form of flattery? It's like, no, you're just unoriginal, not uncreative, which is why it's saying get creative. Okay, we all have that creative spark. Maybe you just need to find the right outlet. Like I always used to say, I'm not creative, I'm not artistic, I'm not good, and it's just like, yeah, well, I may not be that in the original sense, in like the traditional sense of the word, but I am creative in a lot of other ways, and it's like you just have to find what that is and run with it. So get creative, okay? It's a really good time for that, okay? Go within and get creative. Really good time. Next, we have your soul's journey lesson cards, and we have trust. Trust is coming up, and I know why. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And this is blue. It's about your throat chakra or your third eye too. And yeah, it's about going within and trusting yourself and not listening to what other people are telling you. And this is with the discernment that's coming up. You need to be able to trust in yourself and not just fall for the BS that other people are going to be trying to spoon feed you. Okay. The earth can be a tricky place, and it's going to be very tricky in the next couple weeks. But you've been given a tool to help you navigate through the murky waters. Your intuition. Trust in your intuition and your discernment at this time. You must learn to tell the difference between ego talk and soul talk. And then trust your soul. Your ego talk is going to be, oh, well, don't do this and don't do that. And because remember, your ego is there to protect you from things that could hurt you. And those are perceived threats. It might not actually be a threat. It's a perceived threat. And change, any kind of change, is a perceived threat to your ego. Even though you could need that change, right? So you need to learn if it's negative and whiny and, trying to bring you down, that's your ego. Your soul will be calm. It will be quiet. And it will be very, very quick. But you have to be able to tune into that, okay? And meditating is going to help with that. Once you get into the habit of following your intuition, you will come to a practice that... to practice this discernment externally in your life. You will be able to know if a person or situation is trustworthy. Whatever's coming up the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a lot of untrustworthy people, but they're very good at gaslighting, and you need to be able to not fall for it. It all begins with listening to your inner voice. Exercise it like a muscle, and when you determine that it is always right, that wisdom will spread out and influence everything that you do. Decisions will be easier. Your soul only wants what's best for you, but you must learn to trust it. So, are you trusting in yourself? Are you trusting in your soul and not your ego? And are you able to trust in your intuition and your discernment and act accordingly? I feel like a lot of you are ready. I feel like some of you are still doubting, and that's okay. Find your footing and be strong. You're going to need to be strong in the next few weeks, all right? Let's see what's next. I feel like a lot of these got mixed up, but it doesn't really matter what order we do them in, because who cares? It's my reading. I'm in charge. This is me letting go of my perfectionism issues. Angel Number Oracle deck is next. I've never seen this card. I've never seen a lot of these cards that we pulled today, so I'm like, oh, I really like this. 717, Bravery. And we've got some green, we've got some orange and yellow. We've got an eye in the middle. Remember, third eye. Using your intuition, trusting it, and using your discernment. And being brave, you guys. Have you been questioning whether you're heading in the right direction? If you are following your intuition, the universe's answer to that is an emphatic yes. Yes, 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 yes. You are heading in the right direction, you guys. And you'll be able to feel it. I know I feel it in my personal life. You will never be sent something you do not have the capacity to handle. I always knew that as a child too. And I know it's like, oh, it's a cliche. Like, oh, God will only send you what you can handle. And I know a lot of people fucking hate to hear that shit. I love to hear that shit. It helps me get through my shit. I'm just like, I always used to tell myself as a child, like, no, I can do this because God would not give me something that I can't handle. He would never do that to me ever, ever. So this is in my life, okay? If it's happening, I know I can handle this. So have some confidence and faith in yourself. Those challenges, you never know until you get to the other side exactly what they were guiding you towards. Face your fears with trust in your heart. This is the message that you're on the right track. You're being guided toward unseen opportunities. You guys, I've been getting that message for myself personally. There's a lot of opportunities coming up that are going to be out of left field, like kind of like a benefactor or a mentor, like basically like not giving you things on a platter, but like it's going to feel like that, like me. You want me to work on this project with you? Like, you want me to do this business deal with you? Like that, it's sort of that energy. It's just like, it's like, yeah, you're fucking ready. You're ready. Let's go. Like, let's do this. Have some bravery. Let's go do this. This could be talking about you're in tune with your spiritual side at this time. And you're choosing trust over fear, even when it's difficult. Always choose trust over fear, guys. Fear is a life killer. It will kill you in your dreams. Your affirmation, I love this. Everywhere I go, I prosper. Yes. Fuck yeah. I love that for you guys. It's so good. This energy is so good. Don't be afraid. Do it. Next, I decided to pull a Work Your Light Oracle card, and I love this one. I used to pull this card for myself all the time. Mintaken, and this is a part of the deck where it's talking about different races of aliens, I guess. Like, they have like Lemurians, they have Atlanteans, and Mintaken. Let's get it closer so you guys can see. So Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So we have a mermaid and an ocean. So the lore of Mintaka, it's a planet. I believe it's in the Seven Sisters, the Pleiades cluster, if I'm not mistaken, or in that area of the sky. And it was a planet. It's no longer a planet anymore, which is why this is talking about longing for home. But apparently it was a water planet, and there's a mermaid here. But the people or the beings who live there is not mermaids like what we think of mermaids. But they did live in the ocean, and it was the water was crystal clear, like they could speak and live in harmony with the animals that lived in the ocean and stuff. I do believe, I know it sounds corny, like I lived there in a past life, but it's like I really do feel like I did, because I'm just really attracted to clear blue water, and if I could live somewhere tropical all the time just for the water, I totally would. So interesting. Let me know if you resonate with this, or if you're more like an Atlantean or a Lemurian. So let's see what it says. Mintakens are a soul group who originated on a planet in the constellation Orion. Sorry, I was wrong. Orion. They were the first star beings to travel to Earth and believed to be the original light workers. The Mintakens' home planet is thought to have been a water world with water so pure you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintakens feel most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. They are here to teach us to see the potential in everything and the light in all beings. Many Mintakens have an odd feeling for home and struggle with feeling like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you feel pulled to this card, it could mean that you are a Mintaken or are longing for a sense of belonging, and root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe. Perhaps you feel the longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you've been moving around a lot and yearn for a place on Earth to call your own. If so, you're being called to connect with Mother Earth, and create it for yourself now. A lot of stuff that's happening right now is like about creating your own reality and loving that reality. To choose where you feel most at home and create it rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come. Yep, absolutely. And an affirmation that you can say, if you really feel called to this card, you could say, I allow myself to be truly here and at home on this planet. I release any grief around not belonging or feeling held and call in the perfect home. So this is really good because I feel like a lot of us feel like we don't belong here. We feel like we're trapped here. I got tricked. Like, I would never sign this whole contract to come to this hellhole, blah, blah, blah. All that, the kind of line of thought and thinking. You may not feel like this is your home, and it may not be your original home, but you are here, and you are here for a reason. And it's your life journey to kind of figure out what that reason is. And it's like, well, instead of fighting it the whole time, just not suck it up, but it's like, find where you belong then. And if you don't belong anywhere, create your own space. Like, I've always felt like I don't belong. There's still times now where I feel like I don't belong. I don't get sad about it. I'm just like, oh, well, I'm just a weirdo. Like, I'm just here visiting this planet for a little bit and I don't belong and I stick out like a sore thumb. And I guess that's just my lot in life, but there's a reason for that, right? And I'm discovering it and it's good. It's not bad. It's a good thing. All right, moving on. I've never seen this card and I freaking love it. I love this card. Oh my God. The Raise Your Vibration Oracle deck. My high vibes heal the world. And it's not even the message. The message is important too, but look at that card. Look at that. My high vibes heal the world. Just like the message we got earlier. You heal yourself, you change yourself, you can then heal and change the world. Okay? It starts from within, your own inner world. You are an incredible healer. The steps you are taking toward positivity and mastery are not just healing you. They are healing the world. You are one with the world and one with life itself. What you do on the inside is what you are sharing with the outside. Just by being kind and loving towards yourself, you are living with higher purpose. This card is a message to keep on going. Sometimes you question if you are doing enough or making a difference. And today the universe wants you to know that you absolutely are. Didn't you set out on this path because you wanted to be a more positive person, maybe a better partner, family member, or colleague? That in itself was a noble aim that has made all the difference. Now you're sending out a tidal wave of love that is reaching far and wide across the grid of the universe. You are an angel on earth making a difference to your own life and inevitably making a difference to the world. Your very presence is a blessing. And your affirmation, my inner healing is healing for humanity. This is why I do this work, you guys, because I really do believe that if you heal yourself, you can heal the world and make the world a better place. And not just the world as a whole, but your own personal world. This is why I do this stuff. This is why I teach. This is why I give you guys these readings and these healings, because I really, really, really do believe that it makes all the difference. And just working on yourself really does help with a lot of other people. So it's a chain reaction, you know. All right, moving on. We have the Audacity deck, Perseverance. I have never seen this card either, and it's really amazing. I love it. We have a skull over here, which is symbolic of death, which is transformation and rebirth. We have a snake, which is all about wisdom and transformation as well. And she's walking through a desert, but she's also holding a rainbow and there's a sun on her. So she's going through this really hard, she's in a desert, she's in a place of death and heat, but she's transforming by going through this hard place, and she's going to find happiness on the other end. So this, speaking to what's happening right now, persevere and you will get through this and you will have a happier place on the end. So perseverance, a woman completes an arduous journey through a desert heat. On one side is a skull, a symbol of death and her old self. You're leaving your old self behind. Ahead of her is a rainbow and a sun. Your journey will not be easy or comfortable, but you will come out on the other side if you stay the course. Anything that is worth having or keeping will take discipline, sacrifice, and commitment. If you want it and put in the work, it is yours. Believe it. Okay? It's all about persevering and just pushing through, you guys. Especially with all the crazy shit that's happening in your life right now, keep going. You will have better, sunnier, happier days. And we kind of talked about that in the healing. Next, we have the Angel Guide Oracle deck. I still have not seen this card before. Strength and guidance. That guy looks cool. He reminds me of like the galaxy with all that stuff behind him. Very cool. I've not seen this card. I like him though. I really like him. He's very strong. You can tell. Don't underestimate the power of your soul. You are a strong and resilient soul with the capacity to rise above any challenge. Divine intervention is taking place at this time. Whatever is occurring in your life is providing a real learning curve for your soul. You are becoming more and more aware of what will lead you to fulfill your purpose and what will divert you from your joy. Your angel guide is encouraging you to recognize the feelings that are coming to you now. They are guidance, and they will help you understand the steps that you need to take and the moves that you need to make in order to be aligned with abundance and support. So this is going back to your crown chakra, like connecting to them and talking to them and getting the messages and taking the messages and running with it, okay? And you should be feeling it at this time, because I know I am. You're finding the things that light you up, and you're definitely finding out the things that don't light you up. It's becoming very abundantly clear right now. And if you don't take that leap, if you don't take that step, it's going to be made for you. And it's going to happen anyway. So you might as well just take some agency and have some control and do it yourself. Angels are encouraging you to dig deep and hold your station. If you are wondering what the next step is, know that it will be revealed in due course, okay? Just keep moving. It will become very clear in time. Don't change your plans or your vision or your goals for anybody, okay? It's your life to live. It is your goals to achieve, not theirs. This is not the time to take a drastic action, but to remain committed and strong. Keep up the good work. Angels are encouraging you to recognize the power of your prayers and intention at this time. We talked about this in the reading. They are listening, and you need to be praying and asking for help. Recognize too that angels are with you and willing to guide you on your journey. That's what your spirit guides are there for, right? They're there to guide you. The universe itself is with you. If you trust in it, you will draw down the power of the cosmos, and the right steps will be revealed in such a way that it is effortless for you to take them. I know for me, as I'm walking my path, it's like, it is very overwhelming because there's a lot to do, but it's just like, it feels right. And like, it's not exactly like easy, but it's also like not really hard either. So just keep going. Okay. Don't let that distract you. Know that it is not your job or duty to know everything that is unfolding. Just take one step at a time until the solution and outcome are revealed. Have faith and know that positive things are happening. I love this. All these cards really do resonate with all the messages that we got in the healing. So, okay, guys, we're getting towards the end. We're starting to wind down. Now we're getting more into like the messages, like affirmation cards, or just like quick little messages for you guys, like advice. All right, we're in the home stretch. Let's go. Bet on yourself. Take chances. Reach your dreams. You've got this. We have the galaxy again. Look. Crazy. These cards look like they go together, do they not? So, I mean, what more to say? Bet on yourself. You're the winning horse. I don't care if you don't believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself, okay? Reach your dreams. You've got it. You are going to reach your dreams. You just need to do it. Shut up and do it. Just do it. Like that Shia LaBeouf meme when he was going crazy. He's like, just do it. Like, I watch that sometimes. It's just like, sometimes I need to hear that. It's like, just do it. Just do the thing. Stop thinking about it. Just shut up and do it. Shut up and do it. All right, lighten up. We have lighten up here. Yeah, some of you are taking things too seriously. God, it's so hard to read. You are being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. Why so serious? Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not always easy to be here on Earth. But you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. It is so important that you do so. Okay? Lighten up, take things in stride. I mean, I used to get so irritated when, like, stupid stuff would happen to me. Like, lately I've just been very clumsy. Like, things have been getting stuck on doorknobs, or, like, I'll just drop everything, or, I'll step in a puddle or something. And, like, I used to get really aggravated and, like, pissed off, and it used to really affect me. And now I just laugh. I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, it's just one of those days. And then I start singing the song from Limp Bizkit. It's just one of those days. Where everything sucks. And then my husband knows that song, so then he starts singing it. You just have to lighten up sometimes. You just have to laugh at it all. Like, we're humans on a rock flying through space at thousands, millions of miles an hour. Like, just lighten up a little bit. It's not so serious. It's okay. All right. Next we have, oh God, what's the name of this? Affirmations for a badass, because you're a badass, obviously. Positivity radiates out of me like fucking sunshine. I just posted something on my business Facebook page today that pretty much was just like, shine so bright that the sun shining out of your ass blinds all the haters. I love that. Be like, yeah, you gotta wear sunglasses around me. So be positive, and people hate that shit. Good, get away from me. I don't want you near me if you hate being positive. Like, ew, gross. They think you're being weird. It's like, no, you're being weird. All right, last but certainly not least, we have, oh, I don't remember the name of it, but it's basically like a rude oracle deck. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. And we've gotten this card before a couple months ago. Believe what you see to be true. Use your discernment. If people are acting weird, like I know people have been acting weird in my life recently, and I'm definitely clocking it. I'm thinking no, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know why you're acting weird. I don't really care why you're acting weird, but like you are acting weird, and I'm just gonna remove myself from that energy because that's whack, and I'm not down for that. So yeah, believe what you see. You can either live in reality and be real, or you can just pull, like I said earlier, pull the wool over your eyes and live in la la land. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to make that choice coming up. So choose bravely. I mean, I don't want to be an ostrich with my head in the sand. I'd rather know the ugly truth and be aware than be taken for a fool, you know? That's just part of enlightenment, I guess, right? Because if you were unenlightened, you would totally pull the wool over your eyes. Like, you wouldn't even be able to take the wool off anyway. So, you guys, I hope this is very helpful. This is one of my longest ones I've done. But very good stuff happening. I know it's a lot, but please just take all the messages in stride and just run with it. If you guys are making moves on your chessboard of your life, you're going to go places, and it's going to happen in the fall. It'll be happening by October, November, the latest. So, and I know it's like, oh, that's so long, but it's like, it's really not that long. Like, how fast, we're in July, how fast is the year gone already? What's a couple more months? You'll be fine. So, I hope that this free distant group healing and reading was very helpful for you. It was very helpful for me. Like, I'm getting a lot of good advice through this as well. So, just take it in stride, you guys. We've got this. We've got each other. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Take time with whatever it is you're healing from, and just have some confidence in yourself. And you can do this. We can do this. We've all got each other. We're going to be just fine. So coming up, there will be a new moon in Cancer on Tuesday the 14th. I will be doing a video for that. I am so busy getting all kinds of stuff set up for the business, but because Mercury's in retrograde, things keep getting delayed and there's issues. I am just being told, just let go of control and don't, like, normally I want to freak out so bad right now, but it's just like, just pretend like you just took a Xanax and everything's fine and happy and everything will just come when it comes and it'll be good. Just keep doing the work and it'll be fine. I'm just like, the old me is like, freak out, but the new me is just like, chill out. It's good. So just like balancing that right now. Balance is like the name of the theme of what's happening right now. And then next Saturday, I will be in Omaha, Nebraska for an expo at Awakening Store. I have posted it a couple of times on my social medias, but I will be there giving mini healings and readings. And it's my very first expo. It's going to be like my very first like actual sale, because I've been doing this work for a long time. I've just been doing it for free and on the side, but now it's like I'm doing it professionally, and it's all kind of coming together, and it's really exciting. It's really liberating. I should be freaking out right now, but I'm not. And like, that's how I know I've changed, because like I know I'm probably gonna run into like snags and bumps on the road, but it's just like you just kind of have to laugh at yourself and be like, okay, well, that was learning experience. Now I know not to do XYZ and to work on ABC more, and just kind of just go with the flow of things. So anyways, if you guys are going to be in Omaha, I know most of my people are on the East Coast, but I have some people out in the Midwest. But if you guys are going to be there, please come out and hang out with me. Well, not hang out with me because I'm going to be busy, but, you know, come see me, and yeah, we can hook up and If you guys don't get a chance to get a little mini healing reading from me, maybe we can set something up before I leave Nebraska, and maybe we can have a longer thing. But yeah, I'm really excited to go hang out with all the other vendors and hang out with my mentor and just kind of catch up. And my best friend lives out in Omaha, so I get to go visit her and her family. So it's just going to be a really good time. So yeah, please come join me. I would love to see you guys. It's going to be a really good time. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening in the next week and a half. For as far as like plans, and then hopefully the website will be done this week and I can start taking you guys and we can start booking appointments and getting all that stuff ready. Like I said, Mercury's in retrograde, so there's been all kinds of stuff happening with that, but it's okay. We just have to release and let go and trust, right? So anyway, that's what's going on with me as far as like the business and things that are coming up. So I really hope you guys are doing well. I'm sending you peace, love, light, and healing. And until our next time together next month in August, I have a feeling next month is going to be very much like the dust has settled and we can kind of like decompress a little. Like I feel like the next healing reading is going to be very much just like integrating all the stuff that's going to happen between now and then. So I love all of you guys. Comment down below. Let me know how you guys are feeling, what you're doing, how this is affecting you in your life. If you're doing really good with it, if you're struggling with it, if you're doing good with the balance or not good with the balance. But yeah, I love you guys. All right. And I will see you next time. Bye.